Good morning and welcome to this video about data types and variables by Refactor Productions. So today we're going to be talking about C++ data type. So data types are anytime you declare a variable in C++, it's going to have a data type with it. And what a variable is a variable is like a box that you're storing some information in. So like let's say you have your name. So that's a variable. It's different for every person, but your name is your name. So let's say we have a variable called my name. And what kind of information is in a name? Well, it has letters. And names can also have letters, spaces, apostrophes. So that type is going to be called a string. Maybe if I can type. So we put the data type and then the variable name, so in this case, my name. And so whenever we put variable names, we're going to do something called camel case. And camel case is so the first letter will always be lowercase, and then the next word is uppercase. It's like this. But you don't have to do it like that. You can do all uppercase if you want. It's just whatever you prefer. So we're going to have string my name. And that's going to equal my name is Kale, so that's my variable. And then you always put a semicolon at the end. And then for numbers, we have something called primitive data types. And so those are built in and can be used directly. You don't have to use include. So for string, you have to use include because it's special. But primitive include integer, character, Boolean, floating point, double floating point, void, and wide. So we're only going to cover all the way to double. So the integer double type, it uses 4 bytes of memory space, which is kind of important. And you can use numbers, you can use very large numbers, but they have to be whole numbers. So you can't do like 1.5. It has to be 1, 2, 3, no 1.1 or anything like that. So int number 1, or we could do int 1 equals 1,235. Then for a character, which is char, you just do a letter. So let's say we have char alpha 1 equals a, and that's our char. Well, hold on, maybe. Oh, we still have to do that. Char is mad when you use letters, but you can do and then Boolean. So we're going to do bool, and then you could do value, and those are always going to be true or false. So that's example of a bool. Sorry, I'm coming from Python, so I'm used to capitalizing true and false. And then for floating point letters, these are where you're going to use decimal values. And so 5.634, that would be that. And then for a slightly more accurate one, this only matters if you're doing like math, you would use double. And then that's just going to be more precise, which would only matter if you had like, floating points out to here. And so C++ will not let you put a wrong kind of information in a value. So like you can't put ABC. In fact, it won't even let you run. See, it'll say ABC undefined because it doesn't, it thinks you're trying to use a variable. So what you could do though is in ABC equals 23, and then it would let you do that. But as you can see, data types and variables are very specific about the information they use, and you can use variables in other variables. So we could do ABC plus 25 to get that. And in another video, we're going to talk about how you can see the results of these and inputting and outputting information. And also we're going to talk a little bit more about data types.